Welcome to Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena.
Unbelievable goal! Cardiac Kemba does it again!
Trying to be the hero. McNamara, a three-point run!
Are you telling me there's no magic in this house tonight? Unbelievable.
Welcome to Madison Square Garden. When you think of college basketball, you think of this, the stage for college basketball. And for the last 30 years, the home of the Big East Conference Basketball Tournament. We're honoring the top 10 players that have starred on this court to tip off March Madness. Already, you've met picks 10 through 6 and names like Alonzo Mourning, Sherman Douglas, Pearl Washington. We have 5 more. So who's number 1? Well, check out the top 5 players in Big East Tournament history right here at the Mecca of college basketball, Madison Square Garden. At number 5, Connecticut's Ben Gordon made the Big East Tournament his playground.
Gordon driving, hanging, and he hits!
Gordon played in 3 Big East championship games in his 3 seasons, and he walked away with titles in 2002 and 2004. Gordon made the All-Tournament team 3 times. As a freshman, Gordon buried a game-winning three-pointer over Villanova in the semifinals. As a junior, Gordon was the championship MVP, averaging 27 points in victories over Notre Dame, Villanova, and Pittsburgh. That 2004 Big East title opened the door for the Huskies' second NCAA championship. Gordon is 4th all-time in scoring at the Big East Tournament.
And good coaching by Kennedy. He had his team prepared in that situation to give the foul. McNamara, a three-point run!
Number 4, Jerry McNamara of Syracuse.
And now McNamara, 10 seconds to go. McNamara, a deep throw!
McNamara won an NCAA championship and 2 Big East titles with the Orange. And he was a 2-time All-Big East Tournament selection. But it was his play in the 2006 Big East Tournament that was legendary.
McNamara to Devendorf, and they've got their first lead of the night!
McNamara and Syracuse limped into the tournament. Syracuse needed a deep tournament run to make the NCAA tourney. Yet McNamara, on a bad leg, carried the Orange to 4 wins in 4 days. McNamara hit a game-winning 3 in a victory over Cincinnati in round 1. In round 2, McNamara buried another key three-pointer and had 13 assists to beat UConn. In the semis, McNamara buried 5 second-half threes, and it was a key assist that clinched Syracuse's come-from-behind win to beat Georgetown. And in the championship, McNamara had 14 points and 6 assists in a 4-point win over Pitt, and that gave Syracuse back-to-back Big East Tournament crowns. At number 3, Kemba Walker led UConn on the most grueling run in Big East history.
Look at this anticipation. Steal by Walker, and the dunk! Wow. He owns New York.
Walker willed the Huskies to 5 wins in 5 days to win a 7th Big East Tournament crown. And that in tow, Walker carried the Huskies to 6 more wins to take a 3rd national championship. Walker averaged 26 points per game in the tournament. His 130 points in 5 games were the most points scored in any conference tournament over the last 15 years.
Kemba Walker adding to his Big East championship point record for a single Big East tournament.
Walker scored 33 points and had 12 rebounds with 5 assists and 6 steals to carry the Huskies over Syracuse in the semifinals. Walker scored 24, including the game winner, to beat number 3 Pitt in the quarters.
Cardiac Kemba does it again! UConn wins at the buzzer!
Walker also scored 28 points against Georgetown and 26 against DePaul in the first 2 rounds. Walker put together one of the most impressive marches in college basketball history. Checking in at number 2, one of the all-time greats of the Big East Conference, Chris Mullin of St. John's.
Mullen wide open.
Mullin helped catapult a new Big East into the national spotlight. Mullin grew up in Brooklyn and became a 3-time Big East Player of the Year in 1983, 1984, and 1985. In 1983, he led St. John's to the first Big East title and was the championship MVP.
Crowd counting it down. Garris now with 32 to catch the score.
Mullin would end up the all-time leading scorer in Big East tournament play with 201 points in 10 games.
They can get it back without a St. John's score. They have a chance to go up by 6. Mullin from way outside. Chris Mullin with 14 points.
In 1985, Mullin led St. John's to the Final Four and was the National Player of the Year. Mullin's 21 points per game is still second best in Big East history. One player remains, and like Mullin, he gave the Big East a foundation that has made it the premier conference in all of college basketball. When Georgetown won the recruiting battle for Patrick Ewing, it forever changed the Hoyas and the Big East. Ewing was a 4-time All-American, a 4-time All-Big East selection.
The front end of a 1-and-1 there. Ewing! That could be the one.
3 times, Ewing made the Big East All-Tournament team. In 1984 and 85, Ewing was the championship MVP.
Ewing didn't take them long, did it?
Georgetown won 3 Big East titles while Ewing was a Hoya. And more than anything, Ewing was the most intimidating player in Big East history.
The curl is blocked by Ewing. A message.
When Ewing graduated in 1985, he left Georgetown with 3 Big East titles, 3 Final Fours, and an NCAA championship in 1984. And the Big East in college basketball were never the same. That's like a college basketball Hall of Fame. In the meantime, you can join the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/Big East Conference and on Twitter using the hashtag Garden30. I'm Al Keck, and thanks for joining us right here on BigEast.tv.
Welcome to Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
Unbelievable goal! Cardiac Kemba does it again!
Trying to be the hero. McNamara, 3-point run!
Are you telling me there's no magic in this house tonight? Unbelievable.